Hello friends, today's topic is immunoassay techniques in food analysis. So, immunoassays are the biochemical tests that use the binding of antibodies to the antigens in order to detect and measure the concentration of the specific molecules in the sample we are analyzing. So, the immunoassay techniques make use of the specific binding of the antigens to their corresponding antibodies. And here we are measuring the concentration of a specific molecule in the sample we are analyzing on the basis of the binding of the antigen to their specific antibodies. And these techniques are relatively cheap and also provide fast results and are highly specific due to the fact that the tests are based on the immune response. We know that the binding of the antigen to the antibody is a highly specific reaction. Second, these techniques are highly specific because they are based on the reaction or the binding between the antigen and the their corresponding antibodies. The food analysis look at the chemical, microbiological, physical and the sensory properties of the food and drink. So in food analysis, we are analyzing the different chemical, microbiological, physical and also the sensory properties of the different food items. And the testing on the food needs to be done for the safety and regulatory purposes as well as to test for the allergic reactions. So nowadays the quality analysis of food is very important because we have to ensure the quality of the food and also we have to done it for the safety and regulatory purposes as well as to test for whether any, is there any allergens present or it will lead to any allergic reactions. And the use of the immunoassays in the food industry has grown in popularity over the recent years with the rise of many fraudulent cases and also the increase in the food contamination cases. So, today we are seeing about the different immunoassay techniques which are used for the analysis of the food or used for the quality analysis. And the immunoassays are basically the principle of the immunoassay is the binding between the antigen to their corresponding or to their specific antibody. Since the immune responses are highly specific, the techniques used or the immunoassay techniques are also highly specific and also they are relatively cheap and also will provide fast results and are highly specific. Food analysis, we usually look after the or usually check the chemical, microbiological, physical and the sensory properties of the different food items, and this testing is done in order to ensure the safety and regulatory purposes as well as to test whether any allergens are present or whether it will lead to some allergic reactions. And the use of the immunoassay in the food industry has grown in popularity or the reason is due to the rise of the fraudulent cases and the food contamination. Next, we will see about the different types of immunoassay techniques. First one is the enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay or the ELISA. So, ELISA usually work by using the enzymes which are linked to the antibodies that will give a color change in the presence of a certain antigen. So, here we are using enzyme-linked antibodies which will give a color change in the presence of their specific antigen or the corresponding antigen. Here the antigen is usually immobilized on a solid surface and it is then reacted or complexed with the antibody which is linked or which is coated with the enzyme. So here the from the term itself something related to enzyme. So here in enzyme linked immunosorbent assays we are using enzyme coated antibodies and the ELISA can be either direct, indirect, sandwich or the competitive ELISA. So the basics of all the immunoassay techniques is the reaction or the binding between the antigen and their corresponding antibodies. So in different types of immunoassay techniques, we are using different agents in order to coat either the antigen or the antibody. If we are using enzymes, it is known as a enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. In the case of ELISA, we are using the enzyme coated antibodies that will give a color change in the presence of their corresponding or their specific antigen. Hence, we can detect the presence of that particular antigen by using the enzyme coated antibodies. And in this process, the first the antigen is immobilized on a solid surface and it is then complexed with the antibody which is linked to the enzyme, and they are of different types. They can be either direct, indirect, sandwich or the competitive ELISA. The second type of the immunoassay technique is the radioimmunoassay. In the case of radioimmunoassay, they work by using the radioactively labeled antigen or antibody. So from the term itself, it is clear that it is something related to the radioactivity. In the case of ELISA, we are using enzyme labeled antibodies, and in the enzyme labeled antigens or the antibodies. In the case of radioimmunoassay, we are using radioactively labeled the antigen or the antibody. So that is the difference. And in the case of radioimmunoassay, the radioactivity emitted by the bound antigen antibody complex is detected and recorded. So in radioimmunoassay or RIA, we are using radioactively labeled antigen or antibodies for the detection of a particular antigen or antibody in the sample we are going to analyze, and the result is interfered by the analyzing the radioactivity emitted by the bound antigen antibody complex, and the radioactivity emitted by this antigen antibody complex is detected and recorded. In the case of ELISA, we are analyzing, the result is detected on the basis of the color change of the medium due to the enzymatic reactions. And the third type of the immunoassay is the fluoroimmunoassay. In the case of fluoroimmunoassay, they will work by using the antibodies that have been labeled with some fluorescent probes. So in the case of fluoroimmunoassay, we are using fluorescent probes in order to label the antibodies, and the fluorescence emitted from the antigen antibody complex is detected and recorded. And the fourth type is the chemiluminescence immunoassays. And the chemiluminescence immunoassays will work in a similar way to the ELISA, but they measure the light emitted from a chemical reaction. In the chemiluminescent immunoassay, we are measuring the light emitted from the chemical reactions. In the case of ELISA, we are measuring the color change. And in the case of chemiluminescence immunoassay, we are measuring the light emitted from a chemical reaction. And the fifth type is a counting immunoassay or the CIA. And in the counting immunoassays, use the polystyrene beads that are coated with the multiple antibodies complementary to the target antigen. So here we are counting something. In the case of counting immunoassay, we are using some polystyrene beads that are coated with the multiple antibodies which are complementary to the antigen which we are going to detect. And the main types of immunoassay involved in food analysis are the ELISA or the enzyme-based immunoassay and the radioimmunoassay. So among these different methods, in the case of food analysis, we are mainly using the enzyme-based immunoassays and the radioimmunoassays. Then, why we are using these immunoassay techniques in food analysis? Immunoassays are usually used in the food industry in order to test the raw materials as well as the final composition of food. So, different immunoassay techniques can be used in food industry in order to ensure the quality of the raw material as well as the final food. And they are also used to test for any contamination that may occur as well as to test for the allergens. So we can also detect the presence of any contaminant or the allergens in the food samples, and hence we can ensure the quality and the safety of the food items. And also to potential contamination can occur during the production and transportation. We all know that each and every step of the food product, in each and every step of food production, there is equal chance of contamination, and this immunoassay techniques can be used to detect the presence of any, whether any contaminants or allergens are present in the food samples. And the contaminants tested include toxins, microorganisms, and also pesticides. And the allergens are usually tested for both known and unknown allergens. So in the case of food samples, whether it has some known and also some unknown allergens. The known allergens are recorded on the food labels, and but sometimes food can be recalled due to the accidental contamination with the unexpected allergens. So these immunoassay techniques can be used to detect both this known and the unknown or the unexpected allergens. Coming to the applications, first one is the foodborne pathogen testing. The sandwich assays are commonly used for the foodborne pathogen testing of the E. coli, Listeria, and Listeria using the polyclonal antibodies. And also a major problem with analyzing the foodborne pathogens using the polyclonal antibodies that they have multiple epitopes, and due to this specificity and sensitivity will be low and will also cause some false positive results. And the monoclonal antibodies are usually preferred and can be used to test for the pathogens like Listeria monocytogenes, Salmonella typhimurium, and also the E. coli. The second application is the mycotoxin testing. So the immunoassay techniques can also used for the detection of the presence of mycotoxins in the food samples, and these mycotoxins are naturally occurring toxins which are produced by the fungus species, and also they are hazardous to the human health, and the dangerous mycotoxins include aflatoxins, ochratoxins, fumonisin, etc. And the mycotoxins can affect the agricultural products like corn, wheat, rice, oats, soy, nuts, fruits, spices, etc. And the food and feed can become contaminated with the mycotoxins before being harvested, during the time between harvesting, and also during the drying and when being stored. And each and every step there is chance of contamination. And the ELISA methods to detect mycotoxins have been available for over a decade, and the most frequent way to test for mycotoxin by immunoassay is by using the direct competitive ELISA. So the second application is in the mycotoxin testing, and different immunoassay techniques can be used for the detection of the different mycotoxins in the food samples, and there is equal chance of contamination at every step by the mycotoxins. And the common immunoassay technique used is the direct competitive ELISA for the mycotoxin detection. The third application is the allergen testing, and the allergen testing for the food is very important because the allergic reactions caused by the food can sometimes be fatal, and the food allergies cause abnormal responses to the proteins that certain food contains and will cause an immune response in specific individuals. And the common allergens that are tested in different food items like milk, eggs, nuts, sesame seeds, etc. And some multiple testing kits are also available for both the home and the industrial use. So the third application of this immunoassay techniques in food analysis is the testing of the allergens. And the immunoassay techniques can be used for the detection of the presence of allergens in milk, eggs, nuts, sesame seeds, etc. And also some multiple testing kits are available for both home and the industrial applications. But sometimes the presence of the allergens will be fatal, and hence the detection of allergen is one of the important step in the quality analysis of the food samples. The qualitative detection of the food allergens are done by using dot immunoblotting or STS phage, and the rocket immunoelectrophoresis and ELISAs are used for the quantification of the hidden food allergens, and ELISAs are also used to detect the proteins also.